dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you are here as we find out what is your next chapter in love. Oh my goodness, how exciting is that? So we have Oracle cards. This particular deck is by Moon Love Goddess, and I will be doing a flip through and review, so please stay tuned. Maybe subscribe and hit the notification bell button if you want to actually see the beautiful flip through of that. My heart is just moving. So I still have tarot cards. We're going to do a sprinkle of charms with divination dice and pins all mixed in together, and I'm going to get some messages for you as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And just thank you so much for being here. If you're new, welcome. If you're one of my old friends, hello again. So I do personal readings, so if you're interested, check the description down below. If you want to donate to the channel, always appreciated. Not necessary, but always appreciated, because I always just put it back into the channel. I'm looking to get more charms and other goodies for the channel, so that's always, welcome, appreciated. And just thank you for being here. Yay! Let's go ahead. I'm going to show you each pile. They're like a little bit different. Yeah. So this is going to be this heart that's shiny over here. This one's going to be this one. And then the third pile is this one. Actually, if I had, I really wanted, this theme is kind of like a fairy tale. I really wanted to have a glass slipper. Maybe I will in the future. But let's go ahead and clear our mind. Inhale, close our eyes, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, I want you to choose whichever pile draws you to it. Ready? Alright, let's do this. Hello, group one, and so you chose this beautiful heart. Let's see what is new, what's a new chapter in love coming through for you. We have freedom. Alright, we also have clearing. Okay, so I'm feeling, definitely for some of you, maybe it is 8 of Cups energy here, so walking away from possibly an old relationship. It could also be I'm also getting walking away from a karmic relationship, or even one where you have cycles. So maybe for some of you, off on kind of relationship, and then you're done with that, my friends. You are done with that. You're clearing that out, and you have real romance coming in. So this 8 of Cups, it may be painful a little bit, but you know that it's better for you, because it's you're done with this karmic cycle. You're done with this, and now you want something real, right? I do really love this energy, because it's you're in your power, and I feel especially if somebody has been I would say non-committal, maybe for some of you, you're I'm moving on, I want something solid. So this is something that is moving here. Let's see, is there okay, for some of you, I'm also feeling if you're single, right? I almost feel you're single, and you've been working kind of on you've been I'm not interested in love right now. Your freedom, you're I have my back to romance. You've been focusing. The clearing for me here is also maybe working on your job, doing all this energy, or maybe even clearing of all of it. And some of you will be surprised with a romance that comes in suddenly, possibly from a crush right here. So I like this as well. Or for some of you, maybe you've been crushing on somebody, they've been crushing back on you too, my friends. Yeah, look at the celebration, 2 of Cups right there. So there's something to celebrate, some sort of connection coming through finally, and you have an art connection. I love this. So maybe you will connect through art, or art is something that you're both interested in. So this is very beautiful. Like I said, it feels I'm not sure whether this is your energy, that crush energy is you, or is it somebody else who has a crush on you. I feel like for me, it's like somebody is watching you, actually. I feel like somebody has a crush on you. And then you're kind of like, maybe you just broke up with somebody. Like I said, it feels like for some of you that is, or for some of you, it's like, I'm not even going to bother with love. But I feel like, yeah, love will kind of surprise you, my friends. Surprising, I love you, yeah. Coming through. Let's see what the tarot has. We have the King of Swords, right? King of Swords. Seven of Cups, yeah. I feel like for like, this kind of confirms my, like, you have other things on your mind. You're kind of, I feel like you're working on doing other things right now. Eight of Swords energy here, and then we have the Fool energy, yeah. So this is like, for me, a new beginning coming through. I really, for me right now, you are in this, like, I was gonna say, like, oh, is this the new person that's coming in? The King of Swords, it can be, but for me, it's not so much. I feel like this is your energy. You have the energy right now. You're like, you're thinking about something else. Love is not on your mind. It is not. You have other things that you're thinking about. You are working on different things. For those of you who, even if like love is on your mind, but you are King of Swords right now, because you just walked away from somebody, or like something just ended, or it just isn't like, I don't know, even if like you've been with somebody and it's not like walking away, and you're still with somebody, it just feels like your energy here is very much of like in your head more than in your energy of love right now. That's the energy we're getting here. And then we have this Eight of Cups. Oh yeah, okay, wow, okay. And here I thought it was the Eight of Swords. Interesting, because of the way she's holding her thing. It's like, I thought it was like worries and stuff, but no, it's Eight of Cups. Yeah, total Eight of Cups. Okay. So maybe for some of you, if you're still with somebody, like, they're like, no, it's because it's very much for me that Eight of Cups, and it was the Eight of Cups. So clarifying here, the message that I'm hearing here is that you are walking away painful. I feel like possibly some of you walking away from this King of Swords energy, or for some of you, you are the King of energy, the King of Swords, King of Swords, which is all about focusing on your thoughts, not really looking at love right now. But I feel like choices here are available. Yeah, there's choices. I do see that there is progress, though. I think healing will happen. And then the Fool energy, new beginning coming through. Let's actually go ahead and clarify these cards, because, you know, that's how we do it. I like to clarify. What is this? Yeah, let's do, what's the King of Swords doing here, my friends? What is, okay, come on. Yeah, overthink. Okay, that's what it is. The Nine of Arrows, Nine of Swords energy. This is like the energy of, I feel like, confined. So yeah. So maybe you are like kind of in a state of worry, anxiety, but for me, it's more like you are right now a lot in your head, more than anything else. And you really, I feel like you have your guard up a little bit, a lot maybe too. What is the Seven of Cups doing here? Oh wow, yeah, Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles, my friend, abandonment. So you have, I almost feel like, you have a lot of choices. You may not feel it, you may not understand it, but you have a lot of choices. And like, I think that crush, maybe it's more than one crush here. You have a lot of choices, but right now you're not even focusing on them. You're not even seeing them because you feel this abandonment. I feel like you closed your the door to your heart, my friends. You closed that door right now. Let's see what this Eight of Cups is doing here. Yeah, the Eight of Arrows, Six of Swords. So we are moving again, look, and it's the same kind of energy. We are moving away. It's painful because it's the Eight of Cups, but it's also like you're moving away from something that wasn't healthy. We're moving to something that is better. We're transitioning to something that is way, way better. Yeah, we're clearing. That's the clearing. And now we have, like, let's see this Fool energy. What is this Fool energy doing here? Okay, Temperance, divine timing. So the divine timing. And this is interesting because we have, again, the King of Swords, discipline. Okay, so we have divine timing, but this feels like a new beginning. Now, now I have to be honest here. Because it's, to me, it's like the new beginning with this divine timing. There's a patience needing here. And I'm not sure if this King of Arrows is the same King of Swords is the same one here, or if you're just attracted to this kind of energy, because this might be the other person here, or it might be that this other person is also like closed off. So you two are both closed off, but somehow there's like new beginning romance happens with this, and you start with this. Again, though, I don't think this is like something you expect, but this is for your benefit here. Yeah, I feel like the birds coming together is an important sign there for you as well. So I do feel like you're coming together. Like, you may just not think it. You may like put the love out of your life right now. If you're like in a happily connected thing, this is definitely not your reading, and you might want to click on another one. But because this is very much somebody who just broke up recently. Is again there is somebody else coming, and it's interesting because this is like kind of like a very interesting energy here. It's the King of Swords and then the King of Swords. They've like, I feel like they have a little bit of baggage. This person, they might be afraid somewhere. But you're done with this person. Oh my goodness, let's see what other messages are coming through. What else? Tell me more about the next chapter in the collective of this one's life. Oh, look at this. We have wish fulfillment. That's the Nine of Cups. We also have the Moon energy coming through, and the Eight of Cups, which is again the Eight of Cups moving on. Wow, that Eight of Cups just really keeps coming. So we all have our best guides within us, if only we would listen. So yeah, you're listening, you're moving on, but I feel like there is some healing that still needs to be done as well. Yeah. So that is kind of like the energy that I'm having here. And then we have the Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting. You're beginning to manifest new things. And with this King of Wands energy, oh, so maybe something fiery comes. But I really do feel like, because it's like a reiteration. We have the King of Swords and then we have the King of Swords here. So this might be actually another person, because I do feel like you have a lot of choices. It's not just one particular person. With the Seven of Cups, you're ignoring that right now, but because you have this Five of Pentacles energy there right now, it's blocking you because you're still moving on. You're still dealing with this, but you might have two possible candidates here. One which is another King of Swords energy, and another one that's the King of Wands. I guess that was plenty of choices, my friends. Let's see what kind of like guidance. Okay, let's actually do the Romance Angels next. What is the next chapter in the collective of group? One's love. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, that's the next line. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah. You're needing to let go, and then there's to make the effort. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And again, the inner guidance is coming through here. Again. And there's one more, is express your love. So go ahead and make a romantic gesture when you're ready. When you're ready, my friends, because it's not, like, I can tell that it's not necessarily right there right now. Let's see what guidance do you have for the collective of group 1 as they enter the next chapter in their life. Here we go. Wanderlust. So where will you go? Travel is an altered state of consciousness. We don't take a trip. The trip takes us. If we let it. It takes us to places where we leave all familiarity behind and we are exposed to different cultures, language, and ways of living. It brings us into a present moment when we are not on autopilot because your wonder, curiosity, and excitement have been awakened. Time to see the world differently. Very beautiful. So that is maybe for, especially if you've been closed off, it is now time for you maybe to travel. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you travel like take a trip, but for some of you maybe that is what you do. But it's actually maybe taking a different route. It's like now you've gone on autopilot. You've been closed off. You're sort of like, your emotions are a little bit shut off, and now you have to, but like you need to like see the world differently, enjoy the life. And I think in that is where that romance is, that because it is this full energy. The full energy is like new beginning. It's all about having kind of like this energy of looking at the world with fresh eyes, childlike wonder. Okay, let me actually see any messages that we're gonna get. So this person, who's like this next love person? What message do they have? This next love, the next chapter in the collective love group. Message do they need to get? Oh, actually, this is from your past. I can't bear to lose you. Sorry, that was one time. I felt that would happen. When I'm with you, my anxiety dissipates and I'm able to let go and have fun. That's the new person. This is the old person. That's the person. I can't let you go, but you're moving on, my friends. That is a karmic cycle that you have to let go away. I meant what I said. Okay. One more. And then I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So this person is sorry. I meant what I said, and I'm sorry. I can't lose you. I can't bear to lose you. But this is, yeah, that is kind of like over, my friend. You messed up. I'm sorry. What? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. That's the truth. But that is kind of how it is. All right. Let's see. So you want to see, this is from your actual soulmate. Let's see, what's the next chapter in the collective love group? Okay, so this is the person that you are letting go of. And so this is messages. I feel like this is good for your healing. I'm not good enough for you now and probably never will. And I feel like you kind of know that as well. So moving on. That's okay. Their love is there. For some of you who need this, you need to hear this. I want you to like see this person does, whoever you're letting go, because I feel like that's an important thing. This person who you're letting go of, like who you're walking with, because there is that 8 of Cups. And again, this is a kind of very specific message for those. You need to hear this, right? Whoever you're with, like whoever you just left behind, that's like, I'm not good enough for you now, probably never will. That's on them, and they really do. They are sorry, and you may not believe me, but I love you and care about you more than you know. And all of that is very, I think, very true there. But what I'm seeing here is that this is like, I almost feel like this is not on you right now. You're moving on. You need to like move on to something better, because I feel like that's what the whole energy here is. Don't like at first, those of you who are like, oh my goodness, I have to stick around for this energy. This is energy. Whoever this person is that you're thinking about or have actually walked away. Now it's time to release that. Let whatever, like right now your focus is on something else. This is the full energy coming through here. And for some of you, you might end up with this person again after they've grown, but we don't even need to worry about that right now. What you need to do is we need to release, let go, have this wanderlust, definitely, but it is to forgive and learning from it and move forward, my friends. This is the energy that I'm seeing. That's the next step. As you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments, yeah. So here, I think this is important for you because you needed to hear that. Because for some of you, it's like you didn't feel that love, and it's like, no, it was there. But this other person's issue is not yours, and that's what I want you to see. And this other person. When I'm with you, my anxiety dissipates, and I'm able to let go and have fun. And this is what I want you to focus on. This is more of this energy. This is your next chapter. This is like the old chapter, which is kind of coming along a little bit, but no. Your new chapter is to let go and have fun. And you help this person, whoever they are, to have that with you. So that is what I'm hearing this. This is like the thing that this is kind of fascinating. I didn't think that would be what we would do, but that was how we're doing it. So yeah, it is about having fun, my friends. I think you were in too much drama with this other person. Now it's like they apologize, and it's time to move on here. And like, sorry, I'm just like putting your pins and charms. What else are we doing here? Okay. for collective, of, group. Okay, wow, let's wish fulfillment. I love this. All right. That's a whole lot of stuff that's coming. There we go. All right. This one is okay. You have a lot of like little buddies here. And by little buddies, I meant the dragon one that wants to come out. Okay, let's see. We have the rainbow, yeah. So after all the rain, after all the like, I really do feel like drama. The rainbow's coming out, my friends. This is the rainbow. We have a wish fulfillment coming as well. We have, which one is this one? Oh, Santa Claus. So maybe, I feel like there is like gifts coming your way, happiness coming your way. So what is this? I'm gonna say growing good things. Yeah, you are growing good things. We are moving away from the past. She believed she could, and so she did. Yeah, we're moving on. TD. Actually, there was the heart. The heart. Okay, so it is time for you to contemplate and then like let that heart heal. Yeah, you're doing good. Like things are going well. If you don't cross your yeah, this is literally the different energy. This is you like, I'm not letting love in, but then something comes in. I'm like, there's some energy that's gonna come in here, and you look at you how happy you are. There's clouds, confusion. We're moving away from that, and I feel like this is actually you needing to go on a little trip. Like I said, this is like finding looking at things from a different perspective. For some of you, the past might have been like this person might have also had like three-party situations. For others of you, this is actually like a third-party situation, but this for others of you, it feels like maybe friends will like you'll meet this person through friends, like this new person coming through. Yeah, through friends. Yes. Oh, I like it. Is there anything else? I think that's it for you. Group one. That's a lot of stuff coming through, but I do like it. I like that there is a sense of, I don't know if you'll get closure from this, but I would hope that that would help you with that closure. You have a lot of beautiful things. Please listen to your intuition, because your intuition is guiding you away from whatever this old energy is. We all have our best guides within us if we only would listen, and so that's an important coming through here. And it is like it's time for you to go and explore and enjoy having fun, my friends. Thank you for being here. I am so happy that you sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. Until I see you in the next one, I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 2. Let's find out what it is. What's your next chapter in your love life? Oh, look at that. And you have kind of like 2 hearts coming through, so that's interesting. Let's see. So we have discipline. That to me actually seems like the Emperor energy coming through. Perfect. And we also have some of this, so it actually gets and a gift. Oh wow. Okay. This is a very literal way I'm gonna read this. So for some of you, maybe your divine masculine is gonna give you a gift, perfect gift. Almost feels like that. It's like that for some of you. That is it. For others of you, yeah, this is very much. It does feel like this is the Emperor energy right here. So Emperor energy, we have the glass slipper, which is all about like, you know, being the one, perfect fit, and a gift here of, again, this is like a set of 2 earrings coming through here, and 2, yeah, there's a 2. So yeah, to me it just seems like very much there's a gift like from Emperor is a gift here. You might be actually meeting your counterpart, and it just feel like the gift, like it's like the gift of spending time together, of being together. Like you'll actually see like it's a perfect perfect fit, and not just like in terms of shoe, but actually maybe this person balances you out with the discipline here. Maybe you're not as disciplined, and so it's like a balanced account, like a they balance the aspect of you that needs balance. If I hope that makes sense. We have the karma coming through, so And I feel like in this, the heart wins out, like, over all that other stuff. So have, I think, good karma, yeah, so good luck. Good karma coming through, good luck. When it comes to love and romance, love it. And let's see what other stuff. And no show, okay. All right, for this is like several messages, this group, which I kind of like. Okay, so for some of you, this is what I'm seeing here. Maybe like there was a no-show, so like maybe somebody sort of either no-showed you, like, or stood you up in some way, or will stand you up if you're like possibly dating. You might get stood up, but don't think that's a bad thing, because it's like that's actually good karma coming to help you. This might not be the person. It was like, you know, obviously if they were no show, or if they like if they're no longer in your life, or if you just kind of see with this no show, it's like the Two of Cups that are empty. So for me, it's saying like sort of similar to group one, but like if there's something like that doesn't work out in terms of like dating, or if like you're dating somebody but like the love is gone, that's okay. You know what I'm saying here? Because there's something else, like I think your true like our true soulmate comes in here and actually does give you, that's a more like a perfect fit here. And you see there's kind of still the glass slipper, glass two cups that are empty, but this is the perfect one here. It's almost like the perfect, it's like the one here. So we have, that is going to bring you about good luck, and this is good karma. For some of you who, let's say somebody actually did stand you up, or like kind of ghosted you, there is like, I feel like karma is gonna balance that out with extra love, is what I'm saying. Any kind of heartache that you had right now, it's going to be like more positive coming through here. It's gonna like balance itself out, and that's why I feel like there's a lot of love coming through here. And if somebody, you know, hurt you in the past, I almost feel like you're gonna like almost forget about it, because you're gonna be having a whole lot of awesome here with possibly somebody who actually is the one, like who fits you, who, you know, balances you out in the right way. And that's like, yeah, there's like this sense of needing balance, but this person helps you gain that balance. Okay, let's see what this Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, all about emotions, all about maybe even expressing our love coming through here. Knight of Swords, well, that's interesting. We have the Moon energy, hidden aspects. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wow, this is very intriguing. I'm actually going to clarify before I even go further, just because this is an intriguing set of cards. The Page of... But there's a lot of water energy, because the Page of Cups and then the Moon is there as well. Okay, tell me more about this Page of Cups. What is this Page of Cups doing here? What's this Page of Cups doing here? What's this Page of Cups doing here? Okay. Seeker of Arrows. This is interesting. So that is the... Seeker of Arrows is actually the Knight of Swords. So it's coming back again. Yeah, the Seeker of Arrows is... So the Knight of Swords is coming 2 times. Tell me more about this. Page of Cups. Okay, and stability. An offer coming. What is this Knight of Swords doing here? What is this Knight of Swords doing here? Youth of Keys. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of offers coming here. The Moon. Please tell me about this Moon. Let's see, what is this Moon energy doing here? Okay, painful. So we had heartache from the past. Yeah, that's that no-show aspect here. There's the Moon doing here. 6 of Flames. So we have those 2. And then we have, what is this? 8 of Swords doing here. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 coming through. So we cover it, and then the 2 of Cups again. All right. So pardon all the loudness. So what I'm seeing here is this Page of Cups is definitely an offer. So I think it's kind of an offer from this person here. Yeah. So, and this is somebody who is kind of impulsive, but really has, really likes you, I would say. So this might be this new person that's coming in, because there is this sense of discipline. With the Knight energy, though, I will have to say it is not a king, so it might be younger than you, or it might have like a younger energy coming through here. So yeah, kind of like this person wants to have something real though with you. So it's an expression of love coming through. So some sort of confession might be coming for you. We do have this Knight of Swords that is being clarified by the Youth of Keys, which is the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles, again, is sort of like the learning process. Again, it's like this energy just feels very young. It just feels like they're not quite ready for something, but they do want something real. So it's like the beginning of something. Now the Moon energy is telling us about something in the past, which we can also see with this Eight of Swords. So we have, like, I feel like past hurts have been blocking us in love, right? This is the energy I'm seeing. Like, this is kind of like where and here it's almost like you feel naked in terms of like, well, it's being naked, but it's like you felt exposed, especially with this like no-show energy, which I feel like to me it feels like somebody ghosted you, sort of cut it out of nowhere, and there is a lot of like, I feel like those emotions, you've been kind of suppressing them a little bit, but I feel like I said, even though I don't know how to explain it, except that hurt, that pain is like, that is going to be like, the karma is going to balance itself, and you're going to be the victor here. That's what I really feel like. You are the victor. You're going to have something even better. And again, with this Eight of Swords being clarified by this Four of Swords and then Two of Cups, I do feel like, yeah, for some of you, this was like a ghosting. This was like a breakup, a cooling down of this love. But I really think, and it's been kind of trapping you. It's been keeping you from moving forward. And I think you're starting to move forward because, well, you have good luck. And I feel like somebody who's actually your perfect pair, like, somebody who actually, acknowledge you and gift you and actually, tell you the things that they want. Like, this is like, they want you. Like, this is the Four of Flames. They want stability. They want home. This is what they want with you. So this is definitely for me the Knight of Swords. But like I said, it's a very young energy. So it's like, oh, okay, we have this, and I really do like it. But it's just so that you know, that could be somebody who's younger than you. Or it could just be somebody who's inexperienced in love as well. That's what I'm saying. So whatever pain we had in the past, we're kind of letting it go now. So this is I like this because we're moving forward. And I always like the movement of forward. Let's see what else. What's the next chapter in love for collective? Two. Seven of Pentacles, so having patience here coming through. And then kind of seeing here is like, your goal is, you're just moving forward, but then we need to release some things. Like, I really feel like that Eight of Swords that's been trapping you, those, like, the past, it feels like where that somebody had that no-show, where you felt like you did something wrong, but it wasn't you at all. And if anything, I feel like that person who hurt you is going to have karma for that. But you also have accumulated good karma, and that's what I think we should focus on anyways. So that hurt from the past is I feel like you're finally healing from it. And then the healing comes from, like, there's recovery. The healing comes from a new love coming through. We do have the Empress. So maybe you are starting to let go and have this, like, acknowledging the power that is you, and like the beauty that is you, like that wasn't anything, that it wasn't like it was the other person more so than you. Hope that makes sense. Sometimes I'm like, am I even saying what it makes sense? I'm not sure. Oh, wow. And look at this. Look at the sun. It is all well to have as many, okay. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. Yes. And this is also like an energy of just like many beautiful, like I said, there's like blessings, there's happiness coming forth for you. And it's well deserved. It's like the good karma is coming through. And I do like that because it's like good luck. Let's see what your okay. One more. Let's see what this one is. It is new love right there. I love when things are like that. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Oh, I like this. Yes, yes. And this one is, to me, much better. Finances and career. So we are working on this. Maybe that's what they are. Maybe they're just starting out though. Financial issues are a factor in your in your love life right now, and then you have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, this is the same thing, right? Happiness here. Happiness is possible. Lots of joy coming through here in this new love. And I feel like this one is much better suited than whoever it is that you were, that kind of did that ghosting. So they missed out, my friends. Don't think about it in any other way than the fact that they missed out, not you. All right, let's see what your heart is going to tell you. Like, help, like, what advice do you have for the collective of group 2 in terms of this new chapter? And okay, support. Look at this. We have support. So, who supports you towards where you choose to go and what you choose to do? Support is encouragement and assistance towards growth. It is the wind under the wings you are growing and receiving tools that were not known before. When you step outside the comfort zone and choose risk, it means breaking out into unfamiliar territory, learning something new. For that, you need teachers and a support system. So I do feel like that this person will help you with that support. I feel like whoever was that no-show was not actually there and not supporting. And let's see what this one is. That's one more. So we have reflection. Who do you see in the mirror? Your impression in the mirror, light waves, sound waves, thoughts, all reflect information back to you. When you are made aware of this information that bounces back to you, give it thought and consideration. You might realize that something needs to change, or you might realize that this thing, thought, or situation simply requires your appreciation. Oh, look at that. I feel like you are learning. I feel like you are becoming this Empress energy. Much more so. You're like, oh, okay. You're freeing yourself from that 8 of Swords energy, and I like that a lot. Let's see what divination. Well, I should do a little bit of everything. Okay. Let's see what those bins are. Sorry, I just kind of have. So just want to move this. Okay. So we have W. Oh, look, isn't this interesting? It says older. Maybe you're older, but it does feel like there's an age difference, an age gap. There is still confusion. You're still worrying about stuff. But look at this. Shine bright like a diamond, my friend. And those 2 diamond earrings are there as well. We have JHW, create. It's time for being a little, this for me is like getting out of that, out of your comfort zone. Don't get caught up in the drama though, my friends. This is what it is. It's like you are right now, that is that drama and that thing where I don't even know what happened, but the no-show energy is there, that you got caught up in that. It's time for you to break free of that, my friends. Yeah, it's like an ending, a wish fulfillment coming. She believed she could, and she did. And B. Yes, just be yourself. There's also D and A. Very cool. Is there anything else? I think. Oh yeah, I did actually want to do message. Let's see. Some messages. So it's either from the person who we have, the person from the no-show. We will find out what message does the collective group. I just want to make sure I'm not. Oh. It's like, oh, sorry. I'm like trying to get this all nice and shuffled. And instead I confused myself. So what message does the collective of group 2 if they hear in terms of like whatever message from this love interest or the past love? Let's see. What love message? I need space to figure out what I want. Okay, so maybe that was that person from the past. You're actually noticing that. And if loving you is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Okay, so this is look at the two different kinds of energies. I need space to figure out what I want. That's the person, whoever, like that was no show there. And this is the person. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And that's this new person. I do like that. It's really weird, but I feel like those messages are coming like very clear of like, hey, this was really, whoever was a no-show was about them here. I need to space. Like they needed space for whatever reason. They just weren't able to even communicate, which was kind of crappy on their part. But we're forgetting, we're releasing that drama. We're releasing that drama because this comes in something new. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. This is what they really want. This is the connection that they want. This new person, this sword, here you go. Look at that. I feel your energy and love around me at all times. And that's the encouragement. This is the difference, right? This is more of I feel like a narcissist versus somebody who actually cares. And it's nothing wrong with this. Like, yeah, some people, we need time, but it was just that they didn't express it. And so sometimes, you were kind of caught in that, and still in that Eight of Swords energy. And so this is a very specific kind of message. So if it doesn't resonate, please do take what resonates. If it doesn't, it's okay. Maybe this was not your reading. But with that, I hope this was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it kind of gave you a little bit of clarity, and I'm excited for you. So thank you so much for being here. If it did resonate, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. I am sending you so much love, so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 3. Let's find out what's the next chapter in love for you. So let's go ahead. You chose this beautiful gold heart. So golden heart. I like that a lot, actually. They have a very kind heart. We have blinded. We have excitement, and then we also have priorities. Okay. This is an interesting. For me, I'm saying okay, so I think you are blinded to some sort of truth is what I'm seeing here. Because I almost feel like there was a need for moving forward, but maybe you were blinded by something. Now the excitement is coming from actually being able to see the truth, being able to almost feel like finally see a truth, and especially about yourself here. This priorities is actually interesting. To me, this is like the priorities is about cleaning. It's about like moving on, because when I look at that is like, I just feel like the sweeping, that motion of like clearing out the old and bringing in the new. And this is the new. The new is this excitement. I almost feel like maybe a glow up for some of you coming through here. So I do like this. Actually, I'm like, let me actually look into this. So what is this blinded about? Okay, sorry, okay. So you were blinded to a magician. So law of attraction. You were blinded maybe to somebody who was attracted to you, or is attracted to you. Or also maybe blinded to some of your own manifestations. I feel like blinded maybe to your own power. And that's why the excitement is, because you're actually beginning to see the power in you. They're actually beginning to feel it. You're getting like, it almost feels like connecting to your true power. We do have memories, okay, we have silence, and we also have strategy, or we have actually, and communication. So this is interesting because, and these are all different, There's silence for that. So like to me, this is like more to do with like memories. But there's a strategy, or so maybe somebody from your past, maybe somebody who was blind in the past, and by that I mean like not being able to acknowledge the importance of you, might be coming back, because the memories is for me the Six of Cups energy, and so they've been silent for a while, right? But like with this red, it kind of makes me feel like there were still feelings. So for some of you, it might be somebody from the past that might be coming back, trying to find a strategy to be able to communicate, because that is, so it's like from silence to communication. So I do think that it's actually an interesting thing. We also have the Hangman energy. And that is, I almost feel this excitement that's coming. You're seeing things from a totally different perspective. We have the King, the Knight of Wands, passion, excitement again. The Ten of Pentacles, I feel like, and then the Four of Swords. Okay. Sorry, this is like, I don't know why it's not staying, but it's just moving around. Just we'll let that be. So what do I want to say? The Hangman is, you have seen things from a different perspective. And for me, that looking at maybe if you actually did break up, or if somebody ghosted you, because that silence does kind of feel that way. Seeing it from a different perspective, it's seen from, I would say, I almost want to say with the Ten of Pentacles that it's like you almost see the blessing in it, maybe. The Knight of Wands for me is still the representation of this person. Possibly, I don't know why I'm feeling X rather than new person. And they're like, there still has a lot of passion in them. But what I want to say is that it's not something that Knights are usually a little bit, what I would say, not flaky, but not as solid as, let's say, a King, and especially a Knight of Wands. So they feel like they might be a bit of flirts. Let's see what this Four of Swords is doing here. Oh wow, love this. Look at that. We turn from the Four of Swords to Four of Flames, or Four of Wands, to wanting stability. So for some of you, I really feel like somebody from your past is coming forward. What is this Ten of Pentacles doing here? The Master of Flames. I like that. Look at that. There's this Master of Flames, which is like, maybe it's this Knight of Wands that is coming back after having gone through some upgrades, or like leveling up, if you will. And then we also have this. That was kind of like with it. I wasn't sure if I was going to take it, but I feel like that is the Moon. So the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this was some sort of a cycle ending, but I also kind of have a feeling that it's sort of like, this is finally something they can actually offer you for real. So for some of you, maybe it's not, you may not want the next, but the next might be coming through here. There's still I feel like there's a psychic connection between this person. And so this is very, again, like sometimes this is a specific message. And so if this does, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This Hangman energy is intuition. This is like the High Priestess that is clarifying it. So again, it is like you are really, and that's what I'm seeing here with this excitement. It's like you are finally seeing your power here. And your power could be quite a lot of intuition, and it's also just like finally seeing yourself and your worth, and seeing that you deserve better and you deserve more. And we'll see if what is this Knight of Wands doing here. Yeah, okay. Now look at that. Now, so this person might be considering like the Nine of Keys. For me, is like they are very much wanting to be single, but it also feels like, and I do want to clarify again, maybe they have a little bit more of something that they want to offer, because I feel like they didn't feel like they had something to offer, but they might feel like they do now. Or we might be ending a cycle here. Again, so what I'm seeing here is two different things. For some of you, it is that it actually like, so you got somebody ghosted you, or like there was a breakup, there was silence, because the silence is very strong, but there were still emotions. They might not have been committal, like non-committal, this person was, but what I'm seeing here is that they might have matured, they might have and leveled up, and as well as you've also matured, you've also leveled up. You're in your power a lot more, and I feel like you value your independence a lot now too. But you still had this kind of like a connection, like a psychic connection, possibly in your dreams. And this person might be coming back, or this might be a whole new person. But for me, it feels like it's the same person that has gone through a little bit. They needed to kind of end the cycle here, and possibly again grow from it. Let's see what other stuff is telling us. What is the next chapter in love for the collective of group 3? The Queen of Swords. That is actually your energy. That is it. I really do feel like now you have a greater sense of independence, a greater sense of power for yourself. This is the Two of Wands, and you may be having more choices. There might be choices. Like I said, I feel like this person kind of feels that energy that you have grown, and you have the Hangman again. I feel like now you've, so I wonder if you were a type of person who like didn't like being alone, like that liked being in love and having like love, and now you kind of shifted that perspective into you really connecting to your power and being like, hey, you know what, I have fun being by myself, I have fun being a single. You're a lot more confident, and this person is like, you get to choose whether or not you go forth with this, or if you just want to be single and you like this idea of being by yourself, independent. So that's an interesting concept. Let's see what more things are happening. Collective of group 3. We have give your relationship a chance. Okay, so work on your partnership. So for some of you, maybe that if you see that this person has really changed, maybe it's up to really you. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, there's a sense, I don't know, I just feel like you're so into it. You're so like, there's a very like appealing energy to you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And again, playfulness comes through, like flirt, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's interesting. Let's see, what else did we want to do? Advice on love. Advice from your heart for this next chapter in your life. In your love life. Let's see. Key. Okay, look at that. The key. What's the key question here? Questions are an exploration of ourselves and others, of the rooms we haven't investigated yet. They're a big part of our own inner knowing, intuition guiding system. Getting to know yourself and the people you love is an ongoing process of unlocking each other. And all those things we find are held in a space of safekeeping. Keys are only useful tool when kept in service. Ask some questions. So I feel like that is kind of unlocking your own self here. And I feel like you're starting to do that quite nicely. And intuition. Again, High Priestess energy, very strong here. So intuition. How does your intuition guide you? Intuition is energy between our hearts, mind, and our guts. It's an energy technology that runs a system of energy that works through the state of flow and harmony of the heart, brain, and gut. The inner voice that speaks up that we know we need to listen to. The next time you need to make a choice, check into your body for a tight stomach, hair standing on end, or your spidey senses tingling. Then make sure you listen to the message. So what I'm seeing here is that you are going to have a choice here. Are you going to return with this person or accept this person who's trying to come back into your life, or Or are you good where you are right now? And that's up to you, my friend. But I do like that you have the choice. Oh, and this one apparently wanted to come out as I was putting stuff away. Unbalanced. Are you out of balance? Balance starts with being with yourself so you can pay attention to what your needs really are. The unemotional thunderstorms and droughts usually come about because we have not been raised to pay attention to our own needs and desires, but rather everyone else's. This throws us out of balance. Find the middle point between what others need from you and what you need and choose for yourself. Wow. And this is where I think that, and where you are right now. And that's why you can make that choice of where you want to, like whether you want to go with this person or if you want to go somewhere else, like be by yourself. You're okay with this now. Yeah, that's a whole lot. Oh boy. All right, we definitely have these guys. Like, oh, and I'm just like, and there we go. So nourishing yourself, time for healing. We do have an N. Yeah, sometimes you need to choose that protection over yourself. Like, I think there's like a sweetness that comes to you, but also being able to guard yourself. That, be careful of that, but also that's okay too. We're releasing, letting go of the mask that we usually wear. We have like, still things are cloudy. We still aren't, emotions are still needing for us to find that balance, but the sun is shining. And like I said, for me, that's like the rainbow is like you are in a good state, or you are standing, like starting to head to that place. We have Z, we have J, we have H. Heart, look at that. That's the heart. That's all about love coming through. We have potions, like your own like little potion. You have them like magic. I really like very strongly here. Maybe, and I felt like the glow up again is here. That's kind of like getting that glow up for you. Medicine and health. So something with like healing yourself is so important, and finding against that balance within yourself. Look at that. I mean, can that be any better than that? I don't think so. Like, that is what you're asking for, and that's what we're getting. Like, this is the balance, but it has to come from within. You can't try to find balance with somebody else if you haven't found balance with yourself. The upside down turtle for me is all about giving yourself that time. You don't have to rush the process. You don't have to rush anything. This is all about you, my friends, not about anybody else. I almost feel like it's your own healing that needs to come first. So I'm gonna get some messages. So this might be from this person who has hurt you. Just kind of getting random messages. One message from the person who's coming in, who's in, like a player in this. Next chapter. Here we go. I can't bear to lose you. That's somebody. And then I don't deserve you. So that is, I think, this person. Like, this person, I don't deserve you. I can't bear to lose you. But, and I feel like that is like, that's their true thought process. But I feel like if they, for me, they went silent because we had that silence. So they didn't feel like they deserved you. And they feel like they can't bear to lose you. So they might have actually cut it off before they got themselves hurt. And so hopefully that actually makes sense. I feel like that was just their way of like dealing with things. Yeah. And here it is. Like, there's also this, like, this is that energy from the knight that was not willing to actually, or who is trying maybe to step up, whether or not you accept them, it's you. But it's also like, look, you light up a room and stop the show. Everyone wants you. I'm not sure if I can keep up. And there's like, so this was really about their own insecurities. And I feel like that might have also played something with you, because I feel like you also had insecurities. But with this, in this silence, I feel like you kind of, with this hangman, which you got twice, it's like you shifted your perspective and you realized, hey, you know what? I have to work on myself. This is about me. And now you gain that power, and now you have this glow up right here, this excitement about you. I really do feel like there's a major glow up for you. And if it hasn't happened, it is on its way. where you understand and you're just like, wow, I'm so cool. I like it a lot. Let's see if there's any other message from this person. Okay, and then one day we will look back and know why everything happened the way it did. So they kind of have, like, I almost feel like you will understand like how everything has worked out in your favor. That's what I'm seeing, and maybe they will understand that as well. There's a lot of growth potential for both of you. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I really appreciate that you're here sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. I'm sending you so much love and so much light until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.